It's your boy Zeke in the building, bringing some knowledge to you, some daily knowledge to you. What it do? It's your boy Zeke in the building, bringing some daily knowledge to you yet again. Today I'm going to be talking about the 3 keys to success. But before we get into that, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and go ahead and hit that notification bell so you can be alerted whenever I drop anything new. Without any further ado, let's get into it. 3 keys to success. What, why, how? But before we get into the what, there's a prerequisite we need to address, right? Then it's obsession and tenacity. These are the 2 things you're gonna need before you even start thinking about what it is you wanna pursue. So what I mean by obsession is that, let's say I wanna be the best ball player, right? I can say I wanna be the best ball player all I want, but it doesn't really matter if I'm not actually obsessed with that thought. I'm not obsessed with that goal. I'm not obsessed with the dream of it. So it's all hot air until I actually become obsessed with it, right? Cut and dry. Next, tenacity. No matter what it is, no matter where you're at, skill-wise with it, no matter if you're starting or you're still continuing whatever this is, it doesn't matter where your skill level is compared to the people at the top. It doesn't matter if you just suck. Like I said, you have to be obsessed with it. You have to not care to the point where you believe in yourself so strongly that you know that no matter how bad you are right now, you can see yourself at the top. You're gonna make it happen regardless. Where there's a will, there's a way. So those are the prerequisites: obsession, tenacity. No matter where you're at, no matter where your skill level is, no matter what age you're starting at, whether you're extremely young or you're extremely old, it just doesn't matter. You just have to want it bad enough. You have to be obsessed with it. You have to not give up or be discouraged. All right. Key number 1 is the what. So when we're addressing the what, obviously you got to figure out what it is. The best way to do that is to go ahead and make a list. So I advise y'all to get a piece of paper out right now and get something to write on and get something to write with. When we're addressing the what, you need to figure out who you are. You need to truly understand your personality and the things that favor you, your strong suits. So if you're someone who's introverted or extroverted, you need to figure that out. If you're someone who would rather interact with groups of people versus one-on-one, if you're someone who would rather have a career or path that requires you to be the intellectual, logical, or more physical, you need to figure out these things about yourself, and just create a list and really think about who you are and what you like. And from there, you should be able to create at least like a list of 3 to 5 things that are possibilities of something you might want to do. And then from there, you can start doing your own research. You may be YouTubing people in that career or profession, looking up the income, the lifestyle, what it takes to, get to the height of that, career goal. And from there, it's pretty self-explanatory. That's your what. Key number 2 is your why. This is probably one of the most important ones besides the prerequisite. When you're talking about the why is basically your anchor. Without the why, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much you obsess over the riches, right? It doesn't matter how much you obsess over the way it can change your conditions, your career, whatever it is. It doesn't matter what the appeal is. If your why isn't strong enough, the only time you're gonna work on your craft is when you feel motivated or when you feel inspired. Your why is what's going to make you work hard all the time, regardless. On your worst days, your why is what's gonna push you. On your worst days, your why is what's going to make you do it anyways. When you don't feel like doing it, your why is going to make you. When you're uninspired, when you're unmotivated, your why will make you. That's where your why has to be extremely strong, and this needs to be grounded. Now, the important thing about the why is if your why isn't strong enough, there's 2 things that you probably have to do. You either need to find a better, stronger why, or you need to change your what. Go back to step 1. Maybe what you're looking to do isn't actually the right thing for you, and you need to go ahead and choose from that pile again and reassess yourself. Right, so step number 2 is why. Key number three. This is the easy part, because now you already found your passion. You have your anchor, right? You know what it is you want to do, and you know why you want to do it. Now it's just figuring out how to do it. This is when you start digging into your craft and you start doing research and you start to write down steps, create a strategy, create a plan as to exactly how you want to go about tackling this goal, this career. Now, the most important thing to do when you're strategizing and planning something is to create short goals. You need short goals. You need daily goals, weekly goals, monthly goals. All right. Try and cut back on the yearly. Try not to think in the years, because you're going to overwhelm yourself mentally. Subconsciously, that's going to be overwhelming to you. You may not think it or feel it consciously, but when you're working towards your craft and you got this goal of 5 years, I'm gonna be famous, I'm gonna have this, I'm gonna have that, I'm gonna have, 6-figure salary. And in a month and a half from now, you still got what? 4 years and some change to go. As you're working towards that, your body's not being rewarded. Your mind isn't being rewarded. So it starts to wear down on you. It starts to wear down on your passion. It starts to wear down on your drive. And you're pushed to just want to continue to do it. It becomes a chore, right? You're just checking boxes at that point just to get to your 5 years. So then you can get this big extravagant gift. You won't even make it. I can tell you right now, you won't make it. So what you need to do is set short goals. Because as soon as you go ahead and you acquire that short goal, you're going to release endorphins in your brain, and you're going to trigger your reward system that's going to keep you going. And that's what's going to make this fun for you. Your career has to be fun. Your goal, your passion, your drive, whatever you want to become skilled at has to become fun. If it's a chore, you won't stick to it, and the cycle repeats itself. So that's probably the biggest thing right there, is to make sure as well, like on the back end of all of this, make sure that you actually have short-term goals that you're achieving, and you're treating this like a video game or an addiction. That's what you need to do. This needs to become your new addiction. If you're addicted to smoking, you're addicted to drinking, you're addicted to coffee or playing video games or whatever it is, doing makeup, you need to figure out exactly what it is that makes that addicting, and you need to figure out how to transfer that into whatever this newfound passion is of yours. And that's pretty much it. That's what I got for you today. Just going over quickly 3 keys of success. First, your prerequisite: obsession, tenacity, right? And then you got your what, your why, and your how. And that concludes the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And I'm out. I'll see y'all around.